Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new and who don't know me, my name is Dee, and it sounds like Alcoholics Anonymous or something, but my name is Dee and I am a planner and stationery addict, and I'm going to be doing something different in 2020 in regards to how I set up my planner and my bullet journal. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to kind of give you a run through of the changes that I plan on having, and yeah, let's get into it. So to start with, I use a traveler's notebook for my planner, and I create my own templates, which I have, available in my Etsy store. But I basically bullet journal in my traveler's notebook, and I bind all the books myself. I've got many videos on my channel about this and this setup. But, I was getting sick of binding these together all the time. And so I decided to invest in a ring binder. So then all I need to do is hole punch the sides and stick it in without needing to sew and bind together. So I'll get into the ring binders in a minute. But basically, I just have here like my monthly, my weekly, my yearly setup, and then my trackers in the first, insert that's in my book. And then I've got a second insert, and this is like my fun insert where I keep things like my social media trackers, washi, samples, some healthcare, self-care, mental health stuff. There's things missing out of this pocket because I've transferred them across into my new planner. But just like, self-care checklists and help lists and stuff. I do have videos on this in my bullet journaling playlist, but things like positive affirmations and just nice little reminders. I have things like a doodle page that I never used, books and movies, so this second insert is like for the fun things like that. And then I've got like, a brain dump, a needs and a wants list. So that's what I keep in the second insert. The third insert is my art journal, which I've only done one picture in. So I'm not really using, the second and third inserts. But yeah, I've only done the one picture in this. The rest is pretty much unused. So I make all these books myself, all the dashboard, covers for the books myself. I made the shaker pockets myself, but I'm not really using these other inserts. And then, as you can see, the fourth string is pretty much empty, and I've just got some spare templates there in the back that printed out long that I didn't want to throw out because I might use them, like if I was to go away and didn't want to take my whole setup, I could just take, a couple of pages if I went away for like a week just to record things on and then transfer across when I get home. Or I could, I might give them to my daughter or something, so they're just sitting in the back there. But for the most part, I don't really use this part of my journal setup. I only use my first insert, which is, you know, the weekly logs and the tracking pages. So, and as I said, I got sick of having to bind it all together all the time. So what I decided to do was have a look at investing into some ring binders for my setup, and keeping this just for the art journal and the fun bullet journal pages, like, you know, the books that I've read and movies and stuff like that. So I'm thinking of keeping just them in here and having two separate, you know, planner setups. So I couldn't decide if I wanted A6 or A5 size planner. This is an A5 traveler's notebook with A5 inserts. So I couldn't work it out. I wanted something smaller, so I thought I'd try the A6 ring binder, but it turned out to be too small. So I just bought this one, and it came with all these inserts and stuff, and dashboards and stuff, and all these really pretty coloured graph pages, little bookmarks and tabs and stuff. It was super cute, little pockets, but the pages are just, they're too small. I can't fit, you know, my sleep tracker on it, my health log tracker. The pages are just too small, so I thought, oh well, I'll just keep this as a fun one, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but it'll be something fun, or I might use it as a therapy journal, where I keep track of my progress in therapy, inner world work, that kind of thing. I do have a second YouTube channel where I do talk about mental health, like my mental health and stuff like that. So if you're interested, it is on the list of featured channels on my channel. But I don't go into that too much on this channel anymore. So I've separated the two channels. I am still doing the mental health psychology stuff on the SurvivaGang channel. But yes, I'm thinking of using this diary as, you know, a therapy diary. So the A6 was too small, didn't end up working. So I decided to try and stick with A5. So I bought a Love Doki A5 ring binder, and it came with a piece of vellum in the gift box with Enjoy Your Life on it, and I've just slipped it into the back PVC cover just for now, because I don't know what to do with it, and I thought it looked good. So this is going to be my bullet journal, yearly, monthly, weekly, and tracking logs in here. And I'll show you how I've set it all up. So it's got a tassel. I just put it through the pen loop. I don't have a pen in there yet. But yes, it's got a tassel. And then my children got for Christmas a best friends necklace that they have between each other, and I bought two so they can connect theirs to mine if they want, and I'm just using mine as like a planner charm. But they got you know, a half each for theirs, and then they can connect theirs to mine if they want. So super cute planner charm, matches, you know, the cover of my planner. So yes, let's open this up. I do have my name and phone number there, so I'm just going to cover that. Okay, so when you open it up, first of all, this planner came with these inserts, and I've just put them aside for now because I'm not going to use them. But the inserts that it came with had this like cover page. It's got the monthly tabs, there, and basically it just has, you know, dates to celebrate. Then it has the month there. Can you sit down? Sit. And then it gets into your monthly calendar, so it's all undated. You just write the dates in yourself. So, you know, I might keep these and use them another year with like some planner stickers or something. I haven't quite worked it out yet. And then it goes into the weekly, and then that's all it has for in each month. So I didn't quite like it how it was laid out. So as I said, I've pulled it out, and then it just has a dot grid at the end of each month. So you could put a tracker or something there if you wanted. So yes, it just had them, and I'm not going to use them, so I've pulled them all out and I'm just like keeping them set aside for now. And yes, I wanted to keep using the templates that I'm currently using, the ones I've designed myself. So I just scaled them down to the ring binder sized paper and hole punched them all. And I'll show you, I've got them here. So I just, you know, redrew the templates. Sorry, my sleep log. Just redrew the templates onto these and then ran them through the photocopier to get, oh yes, I had like a birthday or a bills tracker, and then the level 10 goals, which I do separately. And then I just ran them all through the printer, and all I need to do is just run them through the printer each month, cut down the middle, cut this extra bit off the side, hole punch it and decorate it, and it's ready to go into the ring binder. No binding needed. So that's what I'm going to try doing over the next year. And I changed my mood log. So instead of doing a different, you know, mood tracker every single month, I'm just sticking to this one, because the mood trackers that I was doing aren't going to fit on the A5 ring size paper anyway. So my mood log has changed, and instead of tracking 4 things for my health, I only had space to track 3, and I wasn't really tracking, like that 4th box wasn't really necessary anyway. Like I wasn't really filling it out. So I've gone down to just tracking 3 things in my health. Can you sit? Stop running around. Yes, you are. So that's that. That's the only difference. So that's how I plan on using this one. Now I have on order a whole bunch of die cuts and stuff that I plan on putting in here. When they arrive and I work out what I'm going to do with them, I will do another video to show you how that's worked out and what it looks like in my planner. But for now, so I've got these charms that I showed you on just one of these little clip things, and it's connected to that bottom ring. I've put my name and address on. I got a bit of white paper and I border punched it and just, you know, cut it out like that and stuck it in with my name and phone number on it, so that if this gets lost, it can be returned to me. That's just the hole punching there. And I just did it, you know, all along the top there. So it looks quite pretty. Now I've got just random bits of stationery paper tucked in there for now, but I'll probably put some die cuts and stuff. This was left over from the bookmark that I have in here. I'm going to probably cover this up and put a quote or something on it and maybe use it as another bookmark, but the paper is just too pretty to throw out, so it's just sitting in there for now. I invested in 2 shaker dashboards, which I'll be putting photos of my girls on there and some die cuts probably when they arrive. But these are super cute and pretty, and I love the shaker dashboards. So, of course, I've got 2 of them, and I just had to include them in the front here. So, I've got them in here, and I'll, as I said, probably put some photos on them and some die cuts or something to make them look a bit nicer. And then I've got here some dividers. I just loved the you know, the ombre pastel color effect, and the quotes on them were quite nice, so I purchased them when I purchased the ring binder. There is always hope. I've got nothing in the first divider and nothing in the second. The third divider I've transferred across my self-care mental health pages. This one's just like my self-esteem booster. If you're interested in knowing what these are about and how they work, how they're used, let me know in the comments below. I'll do a separate video on them. You know, my positive affirmations, my wholehearted living. So, you know, when I'm feeling a bit down, I can just look in these pages and have a read through and go, oh yeah, this is what I should be doing. This is how I can feel better about myself. I can tell myself these things, blah, 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 instead of feeling, you know, negative and sad. I struggle with dissociation a lot. So, you know, I have self-care and just like an information sheet on dissociation. So if I'm with someone that doesn't know what it's about, I can, you know, pull my planner out and they can have a quick read and go, oh, this is what's happening to her and this is what I can do to help her. And I just made it all pretty with my own designs and matching like washi tape and coloured pencil. So I've got them in this divider, and I've also got my self-care cards that I like to read. So it's got you know, things like little quotes and stuff about feelings and I am safe and stuff. I've got so many of these, and they're all double-sided, so you know, I can sit there and read through them. Things about, you know, positive coping strategies, sleep hygiene, not acting on emotion, forgiveness, unhelpful thinking habits, fear is false evidence appearing real, just stuff like that to read through when I'm in need of it. And I just got a, yeah, that's very pretty. I just got a, what do you call it, like a paper bag, and hole punched that to keep them in as a little pocket. So they're in there. Then we get to the next divider, and in the next divider is where my planner starts. So I've got my 2020 title page, and as always I'm sticking with the rainbow theme and that one colour theme per month. For the beginning pages of my planner, the theme and colour was pink. So, you know, I just have my yearly overview where I have my little calendar. I highlight birthdays and I write birthdays, school holidays, you know, other important dates like hospital visits and stuff like that as they come along will all be recorded and written in here. And I've just decorated it with washi. I just love how I don't have to bind any of this. Then I have a bills tracker on this page and a birthdays tracker on this page. And then I haven't filled this out yet, but I have my goals page I'll show you how that will look just quickly in my other planner here. So it'll look something like that. Now I've got the little quote, I've coloured it in there, and then I'm just, got goals for family, friends, finances, spirituality, personal development, fun, recreation, health, fitness, and my physical environment. So, yep, and then I created a little pocket here, and I've just gotten here the list of full moons in 2020 because I like to sage my house and my crystals whenever there's a full moon. And I also have shared custody with my oldest daughter, so I've got those dates written down on a bit of paper, and that'll go in this pocket as well. And the reason they're in here and not in my calendar is because I haven't had the time to transfer them across yet. So, I can use these little pockets for receipts and stuff, little notes, spare paper, washi tape, whatever. So I created that. And then this divider just separates, all this stuff to my actual monthly planning. So January is red, so it has a red divider and it has a red title page. And as you can see, the dividers go all the way down the edge there. Probably can't really see it, but you know what I mean. So we have the January title page, and these can be reused for next year, which I'm loving because I won't have to draw that every year. I've got a little quote here. It just says, I believe in the possibility of something new. I can make happy new memories and extract love from what I have been through. There is hope for me here. There is something to look forward to. I believe in a better tomorrow. So that's a nice reminder that I thought would work well, just because I had this spare page and nothing to do with it. So I put a quote in here, and I'm going to do that for every month. So this will be the same setup every month, and I will do like a plan with me video. And it's the same as my setup in my traveler's notebook, as I said earlier. So I've got this bookmarked in here to mark, the week that we're up to. So it's easy to find what week we're up to when I open this. I've got my monthly overview calendar thing there. And then I get into my weeklies where I just write like my to-do list and cross these things off as I get them done. And it's just simply decorated with red washi tape and red pencil to keep that theme going. So yes, my weeklies. I just love not having to bind it, and it just looks so pretty in this, rainbow themed ring binder with the rainbow themed dividers and bookmarks and stuff. So I'm totally loving it. Then I've got a second ruler divider to separate my weekly. So, when I open it, I can turn to this one to know what week I'm at. And then once I've finished, if I need to get to my trackers, I just find the second bookmark, flip it, and I'm at my trackers for that current month. So I've got my mood log, which is different to how I used to do it, but it'll be like that. My sleep, my health, which has, only 3 boxes instead of 4. And I track fibromyalgia, migraines, and fatigue because they happen on a near daily basis. I did want to track dissociation as well, So if I want, I can print this page out and stick it in there and track another 3 things if I want. So I can track like dissociation, nausea, and something else. But I'm kind of waiting to see how this works for now and whether or not I need that extra page or not. Then I've got my gratitude log and my monthly expenses tracker. And then we get into February, which is also going to be red. And the February pages I haven't done yet, but you know, they look quite ugly before you decorate them. Yes, that's your photo with Santa. So yes, this will be February. I just printed them out while I had the printer on and stuck them in here for February and March. So I won't show you. It's all the same anyway. I mean, you get the point. And then April's orange. May's yellow. June, yellow. July will be green. August will be green. September will be blue, as will be October. And then November and December are purple. And then when we get to the end of the ring binder and the end of December, just to separate, you know, just for like a back page, I put in this, which also came with the planner when I bought it. So it's just like a, I don't know, it's meant to be at the front because you put your personal information on the back here. But I've just put it in as a, you know, a back cover page type thing. And then I've got in here a spare pocket that I created. This came with the planner as well. It's like a clear PVC pocket. I might put some photos or something in here and then transfer it to the front of the planner. Haven't quite yet worked that out. I've got in the back here, my daughter wrote me a little note on a nice bit of little paper, so I just shoved it in there. It says thanks for the necklace. Bought her a necklace for Christmas. So I did that with this as well. Like I've got these pockets in my traveler's notebook, and my daughter would write me notes all the time, and I stuck them in the pockets. So I'll do that with this as well. This planner also came with some bow paper clips as like a gift, and I've just put them in the back here. And I also had some planner stickers which I've got in the back here. I don't know if I'll use them. I might use them in a different planner, like I might give the A6 rings a go and use these, as I said. But for now, they're just sitting here in the back. And yes, that's my planner set up. As I said, I will come back and do a second video with, you know, talking about the die cuts when I receive them and how I'm going to use them to decorate my planner. So that'll be a different video. I'll let you know what I come up with and show you how it all turned out. Yeah, if you have any questions, you want me to do a separate video and go into something in more detail, such as my self-care, you know, pages, let me know. All the links to my Instagram, I post pictures of this on my Instagram, like social media, Twitter, Facebook, Etsy store. All of those links will be in the description below. So be sure to check me out on those other places, you know, around the internet. And yeah, I don't know what to use in these first two dividers. If you have any ideas or suggestions, or, you know, like what would you do in these first two? Let me know in the comments below. I need some inspiration. I don't want to leave them blank. So yeah, give me some ideas below, you guys. I would love to hear them. And I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it, like it. Please consider subscribing if you're new. And yeah, as I said, Instagram for photos of this. And thank you so much for taking the time out to come and watch my video. It's very much appreciated. I hope you're all well. Take care and stay tuned. I will have more videos to come on my new setup and how it's working. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.